Let's talk about RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, a technique for retrieving data or documents relevant to a user's question and feeding them to the LLM for context. One fundamental question has to come first. Do the documents contain what the users are actually looking for? I've loaded a series of knowledge base articles into the platform. These are how-tos and FAQs that users can find in my company's documentation. I want to brainstorm examples of user questions this content could successfully answer. I'll create a prompt to generate example questions and create a pipeline to run it across all of the articles I have in the platform. The output will give us 15 example user questions for every article, demonstrating the addressable queries covered by my knowledge base as it stands. I'm quickly clustering the example questions, inspecting the groups, and labeling the groups by topic. Once I'm finished, I'm left with a library of addressable topics against which I want to compare my real user questions. Now I'm going to import posts from a user forum that contain real user questions in their own words. I'll engineer a prompt to isolate the question from the rest of the text. And I'll run a pipeline to apply that prompt at scale. I'm going to sort these by uncertainty. This feature assesses the confidence of a match between this and the data that's labeled. These questions have low uncertainty scores. They're well covered by the examples we have in our library. If I reverse the order, we see the user questions that have high uncertainty. They're unlikely to match any of the data in our library, which means the knowledge articles likely wouldn't have contained the information needed to answer this user's question. I can label those questions and create a tag to tell me they were missing from the original content. And I can search for all of the labels I've tagged as missing. Using the phrase count feature, I can see how many questions fall under each category. It's clear that most unaddressed user questions relate to data hierarchies. I can see from that group the questions I'd need to address to help users find what they're looking for. Knowledge base maintenance is an iterative process, and new user questions will come up every day. With a data space to do that work, teams can make sure their user content is useful and up to date.